Hello, Fireflies. Thank you for joining me again for another fire conversation. Hot topics today is, well, hot topic. This is the only topic. Mars enters Taurus. So Mars is our inner beast, our warrior, our action-oriented planet. This, governs war, action. And this, hold on, I'm like so lost for myself right now. Hold on. Mars has been in Aries, in the sign of Aries for the last 6 months. So this is helping us to move out of the sense of urgency that Aries was pushing on us to make moves and create. Taurus is actually helping us to slow down, to ground and stabilize what we've created and put into action over these last 6 months. Mars is taking a quiet lead in Taurus and actually activating Uranus in Taurus as it stations direct on January 14th. There's a video up for this already on my channel, so check that out as well. This energy, Mars moving into Taurus, is actually helping us to strategize where our energy is utilized best and putting focus on what is the most important. So yeah, let's break into some oracle cards to see what's going on. I think I'm going to use this one. This is my newest baby. This is the Elemental Oracle deck. And I want to see what comes out for us. Life, breath. So I'm just going to pull a couple of these first. I am going to, since these are new to me and I'm getting to know them, I will be utilizing the book a little bit to see, what messages are meant to come through. Richness, marine life, interesting. And then wind, which is change. So let's just keep these in the forefront for now. Excuse me. So let's see what these have to say. Breath, life. Focus on your breath. Allow it to guide your actions and flow. Fear often means breath holding. Let that all go. There is a place for slowing down your breath and being mindful of it. Take a deep breath and rethink your strategy. That's pretty much what I was just talking about. Take a deep breath and pause a few seconds before exhaling, which will train you to give yourself that little bit more time and space. Word of power, Zoe. In ancient Greek, that means life. Simply, breath can be seen as an inhalation or exhalation from the lungs. It is the process of passing air into our lungs for respiration. However, the pace of the breath and the quality can demonstrably change state, that's a weird word, mood, and even peak physical functionality. If you are not breathing deeply enough, it affects the function of your muscles, including your heart, your capacity to take in enough oxygen to feed your organs and brain, and of course your sleep patterns. Snoring interferes with breathing. Why did I say bleeding? Jeez. Certain physical and spiritual pathways such as yoga and meditation have always been had a potent effect on the power of the breath. Breathing through the nose, using the diaphragm, and allowing your body's muscles to relax enough to get a full breath are just a few ways you can receive the power of having more oxygen in your body. Keeping your chest open and in an upright posture allows your lungs to better do their work. The emotion of fear or feeling stress often sends hormones rushing into the body that speed up breathing, or shock will cause you to hold your breath in the form of rapid inhalation. If you realize this is a behavior you regularly do, try to be mindful and relax. Stop and take a deeper, slower, and mindful breath, which will give you more action and flow. That's really good. That's really good energy. Okay, now 32, marine life, richness. Fertility is yours. Your wishes will be granted. There is more than one way to find a solution to a problem. Adapt to the new. Word of power, opulentium, which in Latin means richness. As a biome, the oceans are unmatched in richness and a variety of life. It is estimated the oceans contain a total of 230,000 marine species, but this is just scratches the surface. There are perhaps more than 2 million marine species yet to be classified. Marine life is vital to the health of the planet because the majority produce oxygen and sequester carbon, something we so desperately need in this time of man-made climate change. The oceans do indeed demand our respect, but I believe its creatures demand it even more so. Even if they approach you out of curiosity, sea animals are wild and should not be pursued. They should be given all the space they need. It is worth remembering it is we who are visiting them, not the other way around. Should you ever go with an organized adventure or tour company, choose only those that strictly follow a code of practice that protects the animals and the sea itself, and the local laws and permissions of the area that you are diving or snorkeling in. So this is just understanding that we are just a small piece in a giant puzzle of life. That's really beautiful energy. So let's go to this wind and see what that has to say. Wind, change. Resisting change is useless. Be prepared for a change in direction. You have been warned of change, so believe it. Vedher, I probably fucked that up. Ancient Norse, which means wind. Wind is responsible for the majority of the movement of gases on the Earth's surface. It is measured by direction, speed, velocity, and energy, and moisture content. Winds are caused by changes in atmospheric pressure. When air moves from a higher pressure to a lower or vice versa, it creates movement in the air. Winds are influenced by geography, such as mountains and seas. Wind speeds are measured by the Beaufort wind force scale and range from 0 for calm into level 17 for a super cyclonic storm or typhoon with winds in excess of 222 kilometers. Level 17 winds cause total destruction of even well-made structures with solid foundations. Oh my god, Mercury's kicking my ass. Ancient peoples took a great deal of notice of wind direction, as it could herald a change in season, a message from the gods or guardians, a particular kind of weather event, or the beginning of trade winds. Knowing when trade winds were starting was important to transportation by sailing ship. Without favorable winds, ships would be delayed, becalmed, or sunk. Some winds have been given special names and are part of human history and culture. The Greeks called their 4 winds of cardinal direction Boreas, Notus, Eurus, and Zephyrus. The Khamsin is the infamous hot wind that affects Egypt and Israel that caused invading armies huge problems via dust storms. Kamikaze is the Japanese name for the wind that turned back Mongol invaders. The Mistral is the powerful, cold, northwesterly wind that carries fierce storms across the Mediterranean coast of France, but it is beloved by the winemakers further inland. The Chinook is a warm, dry wind that melts the snow on the east side of the Canadian Rockies. It is considered a strange wind because even though it brings warmth to the freezing area, it also causes migraines. Interesting. Winds have been signifiers of change for millennia. Depending where you stand, you can face them, use them, or resist them. Whew. So to me, this really just feels like mindfulness with this breath, understanding your peace in this giant puzzle that is the world, that is life, that is our existence, with this richness and marine life. And then embracing change with the wind, because that's what all of us are experiencing right now. So this is really powerful energy. I really like this elemental oracle. Beautiful imagery. Can't wait to get to know it a little bit more. So now I'm going to pull some other oracle cards from the Quantum Oracle deck. Oh, shit, that's really far. Oh, was that all I needed? No. Decrease and beginnings. Okay, these feel like they're all pieces of a puzzle. So intuition and manifestation is definitely playing a big role in this particular transit. Like I was saying before, this energy is really helping us to strategize where our energy is best utilized and putting focus on what is the most important. Really just grounding us and stabilizing us into what we already know is coming on our forefront. What we are already expecting, the things that we're experiencing. And then with this decrease, just being mindful of, you know, the world we live in. So maybe decreasing some of your waste, decreasing waste. And I feel like that is multifaceted, like decreasing your waste as far as, you know, what you have, what garbage you create within your home, but also decreasing waste of time, energy, waste of emotion, attention to certain things. So this is really us being able to pick and choose, you know, what we're doing and what we're putting ourselves into, what we're paying attention to. And then with this new beginnings, this is perfect in alignment with the change, this wind card. You know, we are on the brink of a lot of newness right now. Yes, we just started a new year. We're about to start a new astrological year. We just entered into the age of Aquarius. There's a lot of really innovative, inspirational energy that's flowing through. And I really, really, truly appreciate that. So I am actually just going to break into some tarot cards to see what else, what other information we can pull through for this transit. How is this going to affect us emotionally, this transit, with Mars entering Taurus? Ooh. Emotionally, we're in touch with our inner manifester. Emotionally, we're also this is all about manifesting and letting go of some tough energy. I feel like the 6 months that Mars was in Aries was really, really difficult. I can say that for myself personally, just because my Mars is in Aries, so I was kind of off the chain a little bit. But yeah, just moving through stagnance and frustrations, just lower energy emotions is what we're moving away from. And then as far as mentally we're ready to move forward. We've made the choice. We know what direction we want to go in now. Another card for mental. Yeah, we're embracing the shifts. We're embracing the change. This is great. And what are we experiencing spiritually with this transit? No spiritual experiences with this transit, apparently. I'm kidding. Spiritually, we're learning to follow our inner truth, our inner guidance, that higher self energy. It's like we're no longer stuck in place. We've done the necessary rest and reprieve that was called for. And I'm going to just put another layer on this. Yes. Success and pride and what we were able to manifest emotionally. Yeah, we're embarking on some serious newness here, following our heart, letting our soul lead the way with what we want to see in our experience, what manifestations we want to ground in. Let's get another card on the Three of Swords. Taking control of our emotions, taking control of how we perceive things, how we let things affect us emotionally. The King of Cups is usually revered as someone that is out of touch with their emotions, but with this pairing, it feels like you just have a greater control over that. Greater control over emotions, so you're not quick to react anymore. I feel like you're definitely exercising the art of the pause when it comes to emotional reactions, which is super duper helpful, especially with growth. So let's get another one on the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, because mentally we're setting ourselves on a new path. This is the newness that is grounding now that we are in, Mars is in Taurus. This is seeds being planted. And there's an incredible level of balance, mental balance that was created, and holding fast to boundaries. You know, we're in control of we are in control of our thoughts, and we are in control of our experience. And it feels like you've made the choice to stay balanced and uphold the necessary boundaries that keep you mentally even. Yeah, and then Devil's in reverse, and I don't usually read reversals, but this is a very important thing. We're moving away from, mentally we know which direction we want to go. So we moved away from our old selves, old patterns, old negative energy, old negative thought processes, old bad habits. Old temptations. Those things can't touch us anymore. So mentally we are embracing this shift, this Tower moment. I want to get another card on that. That's definitely Uranus's energy too. Yeah, because we've possessed the strength to walk away. But also walking away with confidence. A lot of times the Eight of Cups is represented with somebody that's walking away, but they're also looking back. Her shoulders are up. Her arms are open, and she is just embracing the letting go. This feels a lot like, you know, a solid surrender to what was and what will be. And then the Four of Pentacles came out too, which is usually holding back. But to me, this feels like you're finally stopping to smell the roses. You are no longer allowing yourself to see with your eyes. You're seeing with your eye, your third eye. That's really amazing. Let's get some card on this Page of Swords. Yeah, you're no longer letting things that don't, those dark thoughts affect you. Spiritually, you've released a lot of demons. You have quieted a lot of unnecessary chatter. And you're learning to just be comfortable in silence. And comfortable in your own knowing that you know that you're protected. And now that you are embracing your truest self spiritually, there's not a lot that can really touch you anymore. Spiritually, you're no longer trying to choose to decide how to do things. It's just happening for you. And it's proving to be very successful because now you have a change of perspective. Spiritually, you are more open. And this Four of Swords, what have you been resting on? What have you been praying for? You've been praying for less mental fuckery. Yep, and then I hear sirens. That's Michael. Yeah, and you are embarking on a new spiritual path. And it feels so very promising because you know you are able to create what you want to see. This is really beautiful energy, you guys. Now let's get a piece of final guidance with a postcard. A letter from Mars. Okay, this is a good one. Dearest you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune in to what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. Loving you always. Mars. Ooh. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. I love to get your guys' feedback. yeah, let me know if there's any suggestions for different types of videos, or, you know, if there's something I'm not covering that you would like me to tap into. All right, until next time, Fireflies, take care.